So say you was after a mortgage, right? You know what would be fantastic? If there was just one dead clever website where you could check out a shed load of mortgage companies all in one place and find a deal that's right up your street. That'd be well fantastic.
Go compare.
Oh, fantastic!
It's all good news. There's loads to choose at Go Compare. From loans to plastic, they're quite fantastic. Nothing quite compares to Go Compare.
Fantastic! Oh, you.
You're watching Goldie. Now, serious matters in Shortland Street as Libby begins to wonder whether anyone will listen to her cries for help.
This wine's going to sell faster than lemonade at a New Year's party.
For all those poor suckers know, that could be exactly what they're getting. No labels, remember?
Under control. As you know, I've just got into the wine business, but there's a little teeny-weeny problem. I need to label all the bottles, and I thought we could do it together.
Some date. Oh, I love you, honey.
Me too.
You got one for me, kiddo?
I'll put this in the bedroom.
Kids, huh?
Mr. Nielsen, dinner's ready. Mr. Nielsen? Mr.
Gotcha!
Let me go! Let me go!
Hey, Libby, I didn't mean to...
Tom, what'd you do?
He's really nice when I'm good.
What happens when you're not? Does he hit you?
Sometimes.
That's not on.
Excuse me, Libby, your parents are here. Could you tell them to wait outside, please? Sure.
What's all this about you being sick? What's all this about you being sick?
Please, could you wait outside? It's okay, Libby. No one's going to hurt you.
Libby, what's the matter, sweetheart?
Are you her father?
Oh, sort of. I'm Gary Stevens. I live with Sue and Libby. Is she all right?
She's fine. She just came in for a talk. If you wouldn't mind waiting...
away from her.
Mrs. Hammond!
Libby, get your shoes on. You've got a damn cheek after what happened the other day. I would have thought it was obvious that I want you to have nothing more to do with my daughter.
She asked to see me. She needs to talk.
It wasn't the doctor's fault. Libby asked for the pill.
And what kind of doctor is it that encourages 13-year-old girls to sleep around?
Please, for Libby's sake, let me finish examining her.
No. Hurry up, Libby.
Oh, she's obviously distressed. She needs help.
What sort of help?
Come along, Libby. Gary.
I guess it's really up to Sue.
Oh, Sue, I'm sorry, but Libby insisted on seeing Dr. Fleming. I should never have gone away. Where's Gary got to?
Does Libby often get sick?
A bit. It's the way Sue fusses over her. I reckon she does it to get attention.
And how long have you known her?
Since I met Sue, about 4 years.
And has her behaviour changed much in that time?
Well, I wouldn't say so. She's always been a funny kid.
What, quiet, withdrawn?
Yeah, she's pretty shy. What do you reckon's wrong with her?
Gary, we're waiting.
Yeah, coming. I'll have a word with Sue when she calms down a bit.
That'd be good.
What were you saying to that woman?
Nothing.
Didn't sound like nothing. And say goodbye to Mrs. Nielsen.
Bye.
Sue, are you and Gary coming over tomorrow night? Oh, I'm not sure. I'll give you a call. Okay. Whew. That was a bit of a mix-up. I really shouldn't have brought her in.
Oh, you weren't to know.
Oh, it's awkward, you know. I've known Sue for years. She's a bit nervy, but she's got a big heart.
What about Gary? Do he and Libby get on?
Well, he's tried very hard to take the place of her father, but...
Has she changed much since he came to live with them?
No. Well, you know, it's hard to say. She's at that awkward age, you know.
Well, she seemed almost scared of him.
Of Gary? Oh, no way. Now, he's a lovely man, very gentle, adores kids. Oh, no, it's just that Libby hasn't learned to accept him yet, that's all.
Yeah, shake it!
Look at the way she's carrying on. It's so obvious.
That kind of behavior comes naturally around Steve.
No, I'm not like that.
No, that's true.
This isn't bad at all. There's something about it.
It's weird.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm usually off my head after 2 glasses, but I don't feel anything. See?
I can't do that when I'm dead sober. We should do what the man says and drink up. He's paying for it.
Give me for a moment.
He's nice, eh?
Hey, Sammy, man, what's for dinner?
Unlike some people I could name.
Will you see everyone concerned gets a copy of this, Jenny? Jenny?
Oh, I'm sorry, Michael. What was that?
Was something wrong?
Tom found these pills in his car after Stuart took Nick to that dance party.
And you think they're Nick's?
Well, they wouldn't be Stuart's. It's been one lie after another. It was all my fault. I've done a lousy job of bringing him up. Now he's just running wild.
Come on, don't be so hard on yourself.
What am I going to do with him? Honestly, I'm at my wit's end.
Look, it's unfortunate, I know, but kids will experiment and there's nothing you can do about it. It is not your fault. Plenty of kids from 2-parent families do exactly the same.
You don't think it's that serious?
No. I mean, I wouldn't encourage it, but I don't think a few prescription pills is going to turn him into a junkie.
Well, I can't say nothing. But if I do try to talk to him about it, I know we'll fight. And then he'll go off and do it again, just to spite me.
He's just showing off. They all do at that age. Just ignore it, and all this carry-on will soon lose its appeal.
Do you really think so?
Of course. Now, come on, back to work and cheer up.
Are Sue and Gary still coming over for Mahjong tomorrow night?
Oh, she said she'd see. No, I had the strangest conversation with Meredith today. She kept asking these questions about Gary. I don't know what she was getting at.
Oh, yeah?
Something to do with Libby being disturbed.
That'd be right.
I've a nasty suspicion of what she meant.
Hey, what about?
Well, Meredith thinks there's something funny going on.
What sort of funny?
Well, you know, between Gary and Libby.
Get away, she can't be thinking that.
Well, she didn't come out with it like that, but I'm pretty sure that's what she was getting at.
What a load of codswallop. I've known Gary for yonks. He wouldn't do anything like that.
Not in a million years. He's a lovely man, and I told her as such. But I must admit, Libby's a bit odd.
Yeah, but it's got nothing to do with Gary. We'd know, wouldn't we?
Yes, of course we would.
Hey, man.
Hey, Stephen. I changed my mind, man. Let me in for a piece of the action.
You ain't got no money, honey.
Yeah? Check this out.
Wow, what you do, man? Rob a service station or something?
Doesn't matter. Come on, man. Let me be your partner.
Nah, I'm flying this one solo, mate. And when I say flying, I mean completely off my face.
Sick.
I doubt it. I figured out what the missing ingredient is. Alcohol. There's no alcohol in this.
I knew it.
Oh, man, this wine's the best.
It tastes fine for grape juice.
Then how come everyone's so drunk?
Who's drunk? I'm not.
Me neither.
Well, I am.
Placebo effect. You think you're drunk, so you are.
Whew. Thanks, Doc. I nearly made a serious mistake.
Prove it, man. Prove it.
Prove it. Here's your glasses. Now, the only thing that'll take this mark off is something with alcohol in it.
Let me try, man.
Nice
Unless we must conclude that this wine is completely alcohol-free.
Wait, I'll show you. Wait.
What's he doing now?
I can guess. I left over from yet another deal gone wrong.
Okay.
Told you.
What's that?
It's a breathalyzer. It'll change colour if he really is drunk.
Watch the pretty colours. See?
No change.
Fool.
Good morning, Steve.
Morning, Marge.
You're looking very chipper. After your party yesterday, I thought you'd be looking very seedy this morning.
Oh, well, I drank a lot of water before I went to bed. You should have come along. It was a great rage.
Some of us had to work.
That reminds me, should I put you down for some wine? I mean, before it all sells.
Oh, I don't know. I'll have to ask Tom. Hello? Shortland Street Accident and Emergency Centre. I'll put you through.
Moaning, Steve? How's the head?
Funny. Look, the way I see it, there's no need to go, spreading it around about that wine being non-alcoholic.
You wouldn't want me to lie for you, would you?
No, just think of it this way. There'll be less road accidents, less fights, less casualties. Really, we'd be doing the community a service.
Saint Steve, eh?
Morning, everyone. Morning, Marge.
Morning, Dr. Fleming.
Busy day?
Hard to say. I wouldn't want to jump to conclusions.
Hey, Meredith. You missed an interesting barbie at Steve's yesterday.
Ha! A bunch of drunken yobbos staggering around with burnt chops in one hand and a bottle of booze in the other. No thanks.
No, it was very sedate, wasn't it, Steve?
Actually, I was wondering if I might have a word with you in private.
Sure.
Can you look after these, Steve?
Yep.
Do you remember that young girl who came in the other day? Libby Hammond. She wanted to go on the pill.
Oh, yes, and her mother had other ideas.
Well, that's the one. Well, she came back in again yesterday. I'm not 100% certain, but I think she's being sexually abused.
Are there any signs of physical interference?
No, I don't know. Her mother dragged her away before I had time to finish examining her.
Oh, this is Marjorie's friend.
Sue. She has a live-in boyfriend, Gary.
You think it could be him?
Oh, I don't know. He seems a nice enough chap, but everyone keeps pointing out to me that she's a strange child. Withdrawn, unresponsive, timid.
Same could be said of lots of children her age. Still, I'm not disagreeing with
Well,
you.
that's just it. I'm going on a feeling here more than anything, and I don't like doing that. If I'm wrong and word got out, think what it would mean to that family.
Perhaps. Still, your first consideration has to be to the child. Go to social welfare and let them take care of it from here.
Oh, great. Michael's looking for that.
Yeah, well, I spent half the morning searching for it, only to discover Kirsty had filed it incorrectly.
Oh, well. Better late than never.
Perhaps.
Is everything all right?
Oh, I don't know. Lately, it just seems to be one thing on top of another.
I hope you don't think Nick's leading Stuart astray or anything.
Well, it certainly wasn't like Stuart to stay out all night without letting us know.
I know. And it's had such a positive effect on Nick, too, despite what happened at the party.
Well, I don't mind telling you I was against it right from the start. But Tom seemed to think it was quite normal. Boys will be boys, he says.
That's what Michael seemed to think, too.
Oh, I suppose they should know. Still, I couldn't help but worry. Still do.
So do I. I mean, staying out all hours is one thing, but taking drugs... Well, that was a nasty shock.
Drugs?
Yes, well, Tom told me about the pills he found in the car. Didn't he tell you?
He most certainly did not. Are you telling me that your lad's been encouraging Stuart to take drugs?
Are you there, Claire? It's a terrible line. Yes, of course, I miss you, darling. Did you get it? Well, go back to the bank tomorrow. The money should have arrived by then. If it hasn't, you'll have to try and reach me again. Just over 2,000. Well, I'm sorry, darling. It's all I could raise in the time. It'll be enough for you to get here. Look, the police have already been around here asking questions. You've got to get out of there. Or bribe them. Look, Claire, ring me the minute you get in. Claire.
Tom.
Oh, hello, love. I was going to sneak up on you.
No, you weren't. You were trying to sneak past me. Have you got something you want to tell me?
No, I don't think so.
Nothing to do with Stuart?
Oh, you got me there, love. What's he done now?
You know perfectly well. Jenny told me you found some pills in the car after the other night.
Oh, she mentioned it, did she?
Well, of course she did. Honestly, Tom, I've got a right to know about my own son.
Well, I didn't want to worry you, love. I've had a good chat to Stu, and I reckon he's learned his lesson. One bad experience like that is worth 1,000 lectures from you and me.
Yes, but in the future, don't go behind my back.
All right, love. I promise. No secrets.
You be sure of that, Tom Nielsen. You know, you should know by now. I always find out.
With BT Mobile, you can get online here, here, here and here, and all over the UK with 4G and Wi-Fi hotspots in more places than any other mobile provider. Better still, if you have BT broadband at home, it starts from just £5 a month with 500 megabytes of data, or you could get 2 gigabytes of data for just £10 a month, or even a huge 15 gigabytes of data for £20 a month. Anyone can get the great deal with BT Mobile. With 3 SIM-only plans to choose from, you're bound to find the one that's right for you. Call 0800 234 6543 or visit bt.com/SIM-only.
Greetings!
Comfort Intense at your laundry service. What are your 3 washes? Wishes.
Incredibly intense freshness out of the wash, out of the cupboard,
Ooh.
and intense freshness that lasts and lasts.
Granted. All from every teeny-weeny ultra-concentrated drop. Comfort Intense. All the freshness you could wish for.
Our bodies work hard every single day, but we forget just how effective they are until they become painful. Just a single dose of Nurofen Joint and Back provides you with constant targeted pain relief for up to 8 hours. Nurofen Joint and Back helps keep you going for up to 8 hours on one dose. Nurofen Joint and Back, long-lasting pain relief.
I really needed to make up the hours. I didn't ask for the flu last week. I need help. Quick, think.
Restore some order. Find out more at quickquid.co.uk.
More and more women admire their beautiful nails, thanks to the Scholl Velvet Smooth Nail Care System, specially designed for filing, buffing and polishing your toes and fingernails. The easy way to natural-looking, shiny wow nails. The Scholl Velvet Smooth Nail Care System. And for daily nourishment, use the enriched nail oil from Scholl.
Get closer than ever before. Durex Invisible, our thinnest ever condom.
The big, the bang, the big, the bang, the big. Together we started a revolution. Oh, it ain't gonna last forever. So big bang.
Oh, you poor thing. Got a terrible hangover, have we?
Don't give me a hard time, Gina.
Maybe I should get you a strong black coffee.
I like a piece of strong rope so I can hang myself.
But isn't that bad, is it?
Worse. If word gets out about that dud wine, I'm dead meat.
Do you want something to eat?
I'm too depressed.
Excuse me. I hate to interrupt this touching scene, but me and Mr. Mills here have got to have some words.
Come back later.
Get me a coffee, that's a good girl.
Do as he says, Gina.
Scram. It seems that wine you sold us isn't what it should be.
Really? What's wrong with it?
Don't mess me around. I want a refund.
Sure, Matt, but I don't have that kind of money on me right now.
Yeah, times are tough. Look, I'm not an unreasonable man. You come up with the cash first thing tomorrow morning, we'll call it quits.
How about a week?
3 days.
3 days? There's no way I can do that.
Oh, you'll find it all right. And remember, 3 days or else.
That's right. He was carrying on with her the whole time. Oh, must go, Deirdre. Can't stay talking all day. Bye. Oh, that woman is such a dreadful gossip.
Are you likely to be seeing your friend Sue in the near future?
Oh, she and Gary are coming over tonight, as a matter of fact.
Could you have a word with her? It's very important that she bring Libby in to see me.
And Gary?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
What's wrong with Libby?
I can't say exactly, not until I've had the chance to examine her properly.
But you think it has something to do with Gary?
I didn't say that.
Well, let me tell you, Gary is one of the sweetest, most gentle and caring men I have ever met. And he wouldn't do a thing to hurt Libby.
I hope you're right.
Well, of course I am. It's terrible to suggest that
I'm not suggesting anything except that it's important that I see Libby again for everyone involved.
What if Sue refuses to bring her?
Then it'll be out of my hands. I'll have to pass it on to social welfare.
Steve, Carrie's still about?
She's in the ward.
Thanks. Someone tells me you've been selling wine.
Me?
Yeah, a very palatable drop by all accounts.
Oh, yeah, that wine. Yeah, well, it's terrific value. Are you interested?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, well, it's a strong, well, very good Cabernet with a strong tannin finish. I recommend selling it for at least 5 years.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it.
Okay. How many bottles do you want? 5 dozen? 10? 20?
Oh, I'll take 6.
6 dozen coming right up.
No. 6 bottles will be fine.
I've got the tiles.
Gary and Sue will be here any minute. Maybe I should say something.
No, we agreed we will not get involved.
But they are our friends.
Exactly. All the more reason not to mention it. Don't only be upset. Remember, not a word.
Oh, Gary, Sue. Come on in.
Just setting things up.
I'll whack these in the fridge.
Yeah, knock the top off a couple.
Where's Lib? Oh, at her father's. She's feeling much better now. Take a seat.
Kids, eh? Incredible the way they bounce back.
Look, I'm really sorry about the trouble at the clinic yesterday. I felt dreadful afterwards. It's totally understandable, wasn't it, love?
Oh, totally.
But don't think too badly of Dr. Fleming. Her heart's in the right place. You should know, in fact, if you were thinking of bringing Libby back, she'd be more than happy to see you. Why would I do that?
No reason at all.
Is something the matter? No, nothing.
Hey, come on, Gary, a man could die of thirst.
Yep, here you go.
Lovely.
You ready to lose your money?
Oh, fat chance. All right, come on, girls. There you go, love. Throw to start.
It's not fair. The bloke tries to get ahead and what happens? He gets stomped on. I mean, sure, you can go through life being one of the sheep, working for the man, clocking on, clocking off, but I don't want that. I want more. You think you've had a hard time of it. All I wanted to do was get ahead. I mean, you can't blame a bloke for that, can you? No. I'm afraid this world isn't a very fair place. I mean, can you believe it? The day after tomorrow I have to pay off those restaurant heavies or else I'm shark food.
Unbelievable.
You're right. I shouldn't give up. I'm a survivor. There's a whole universe of solutions out there. And all I've got to do is find one. Hey, here's your mum. Sam, old friend, old buddy, old pal, mate.
Whatever you want, no.
Oh, listen, man, this is an emergency. The restaurant I sold that wine to, well, they want their money back. And if I don't give it to the man, I'm dead meat.
So give him the bread.
I can't. I spent it on another order of wine.
That's too bad.
Couldn't you lend us some of that wine you were throwing around yesterday?
I can't. I've spent most of it already. Check these out. New runners, new watch, new shades. Pretty cool, huh?
No. Haven't you heard dressing down's all the rage?
Not where I hang out.
Well, then you look very smart.
Wait till you see my new clothes, man. They're state of the art.
So where'd all this money come from? I mean, you usually broke by payday.
As my Aunt Aggie would say, ask me no questions, I'll tell you no answers. See you later.
But Sam...
Pure luck.
Nonsense. It's all about making the right guesses.
Well, let's eat, shall we?
I help.
No, Tom will help.
Oh, but I would...
Come on, Tom.
What's up with them?
I don't know. They've been acting funny all night.
Do you want to go?
Nah. Let's play one more game. I've got to say something.
Why let sleeping dogs lie?
Because they're our friends. They've got a right to know.
Believe me, they won't thank you for it.
I don't care. Come on. Tom and I have got something to tell you. I really think you should know.
We don't believe a word of it.
Dr. Fleming thinks that Libby's been interfered with. What? She's going to report it to social welfare. But it's not true.
Well, we all know it's nonsense.
But who does she think's been doing these things to Libby? What did she say?
Goodness, don't you have a home to go to?
Do you think you're the only one allowed to work late?
Ah, but that's what I get paid for.
I'm on my way. And Michael, thank you for your support today. I needed it.
Anytime.
Good night. Oh, sorry.
Night, Jenny.
Good night.
Did you want to see me, Carrie?
Yes. I've just checked the dangerous drugs.
There are sizable quantities of pethidine and omnipon missing. Given our security, it has to be someone from inside the clinic.
Is it you or is it me? Lately I've been lost it seems. I think the change is what I need. If I'm looking for a chance, I'll dream Shortland Street. Taking time to hold my place. Yesterday's another place. Just living for the times we've seen. When the writing on the wall says I'll be Shortland Street.